Test, test, test.
Hey everyone.
Hey, can you guys hear us? Leppy, can you give us a thumbs up if our sound is good? All right, it looks like it's good. Welcome everybody. This is Hudgel 14. This is Cubieverse,
Hey, it's Cookie Puffs.
and yeah, let's dive right in. Okay, what are we going to cover today? We're going to talk about the CET issues. We're going to cover a bunch of game improvements, some familiar faces coming back to the shop, and of course, we are going to spill the beans on the Chinese New Year event, which is just around the corner, and then we'll finish off with a Q&A as usual. So let's get going. CET issues. So our Bitcoin export partners are having issues with their platform. They need to upgrade their platforms. Because they need to upgrade their platforms, our CETs are currently not working in the game. What they've told us is that it's going to take at least 90 days to get sorted out, which is a longer time than we were anticipating. So because of that, we are allowing everybody who already spent the resources to build their CETs to get a refund. So if you're in that situation, open up an in-game bug support ticket, and devs will sort it out for you. And in the meantime, we are looking for alternative export options in UK and El Salvador. All right, let's talk about the first improvement. We are finally going to ship the first set of walking quest tracking improvements. The team has been working on this for quite some time, and this is an ongoing process. So this is just the first phase of other phases to come in the future. But next week we will enable the first improvement of the walking quest tracking. So we're super curious to get some feedback, especially from players who always were struggling with the walking quest tracking. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this will improve across the board for everybody and the walking quest track a lot more accurately. So let's see what happens next week. I can't wait. Okay, we're also going to make some yellow vault changes. Right now, yellow vaults only drop a counter stamp when you get a perfect answer. We are going to make this easier, and from now on, every time you solve a yellow vault, you will guaranteed get a country stamp from the country the yellow vault is located in. No matter if you play in chill mode or in hunter mode, no matter how fast you answer, a stamp is a given reward for any time you open up a yellow vault. We're also going to add new yellow vaults. Where are we going to add these new yellow vaults? We are adding, we are adding 33 new yellow vaults, 6 in Canada, 17 in USA, 10 in the UK. And these are all going to be in areas that do not have yellow vaults in their vicinity. So USA will have at least one yellow vault in each state, etc., etc. So wherever players were playing that were not close to any yellow vaults, now they should have one. However, of course, as always, they start as cubie cranes. So first you need to find the crane and you need to work together to fill it up with resin. And then after it starts working, 2 weeks later, you will have your yellow vault. So there's still a lot of work to be done by the community getting those new cranes, these new yellow vaults online. But at least the cranes are there now and they will be in the Cubieverse today at reset. So let's see who can find the first of one of those 33 new cranes that will appear in the Cubieverse.
I want to see how fast Kata can drive around Maine to find it.
Yep, there is finally a crane in Maine. All right. Okay, we're also adding the first phase of a new player tutorial to the game. So when a new player signs up, they will be greeted by our super cool Marlov cubie who knows everything about the game. And Marlov will pop up from time to time at certain key moments in the game and assist you. The video is a little broken. I had to record this morning from the test server, but anyway, you get the idea. At certain points during the game, Marvel will pop up and will guide new players through their first steps into the Cubieverse. This will definitely be super helpful because if you get referred to the game, it's not really that big of a problem because you already know somebody who knows the game, so you can ask them questions. But if you're completely new to the game and you don't anybody that plays the game, then it can be a daunting task for new players to understand what they have to do in the very early stages of the game. So this is solved now with the first phase of this tutorial. And of course, over time, we will add more and more of these tutorials at certain key moments in the gameplay. And this new play tutorial will also be activated next week. Also, an active next week is an improved login system. So outside of the regular email login that we already have, new players will now be able to pick between one of these three login systems. Email is just a regular old system we have right now, but you can also log in with Facebook or Google, and these are super easy to log in. You literally just have to tap on the icon and the account will be created using your Facebook or your Google account. So that will be helpful for new players as well. All right, let's talk about Chromatic Paint. We got so much feedback on Chromatic Paint, and we got enough data to do our first tweak. So we understand it's too hard for builders to accumulate Chromatic Paint. So we're going to make a tweak of how and where Chromatic Paint drops. Okay, so here's how it's going to go. Starting later today, all white vaults, both system vaults and user vaults, will keep dropping the regular basic paint, but blue up, all these tiers, they will start dropping chromatic paint. So the change is now blue vaults will also drop chromatic paint instead of basic paint. But of course, since it's a blue vault, they will drop small amounts of chromatic paint, but at least everybody has access to blue vaults around them, or should have. So everybody can start building up chromatic paint that they need for building. Goes into effect in 1 hour from now. So after the new
way too easy.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, we also have a new structure blueprint coming to the shop next month, so in February. So probably around early February, mid-February. The shop will start selling a new premium blueprint in all countries, and it's the sushi restaurant. So all players, so OG players, they will remember the sushi restaurant from Coined World, but those were all placed manually by us as kind of a test. Now every player will be able to build their own sushi restaurants. What do you need? You need the blueprint, of course. Where can you build it? You can build it on any tag that has tag type sushi. So if you open up a tag and you see the tag type sushi, that's a tag where you can build them on. But of course, you have to also have a blue UV level 10 there. So in anticipation of this blueprint dropping, you can already start leveling up your white and to a blue to level 10 user vaults on a sushi tag. The base cost for premium structures is 5,000 crystal keys, so you have to multiply that with your country modifier to know how much it's going to cost in your country. It requires 3 unique stamps to activate. Owner gets 5% kickback of all the keys that go into it. And this structure needs to be staffed with a cubie that has affinity sushi, which is these 3 cubies right here. So it has to be one of these 3 in order to work in a... You can't put a wombat in a sushi restaurant. That's just asking for trouble. Okay, so pick one of these and you're good to go.
Wombat sushi probably doesn't taste good.
All right. So what does it do for new players who have never experienced the sushi quest? It's very easy. You just go there and you have a meal at the restaurant. And while you're having the meal at the restaurant, your cubie is eating sushi as well. And at the end of your meal, you will get a reward, right? And you can do these quests, the sushi restaurant quest, once a week. Now, the rewards, you always get resources, no matter what. You have a medium chance to get the sushi chef blueprint, and you have a very low chance to get the master sushi chef blueprint. So I'm super curious to see sushi restaurants pop up in the Cubieverse very shortly. That's going to be fun. I know I'm going to be building one. And I'm going to build it right on Bill's favorite sushi place in Vegas.
Nice.
Okay, familiar cube is returning to the shop. So the common randomizer blueprints will now always be available for sale in each country's shop. This way, a new player instantly has something they can work towards. They just have to accumulate 2,500 cubie coins, and they can buy a cat cubie, print it, and change their bluebee for something a little more spiffy. So the cat cubies, sticky wire cubies, football cubies, they will be in the shop for everybody to purchase all the time. You don't need to wait for a special shop drop. They will be under the blueprints cubies category, and they will cost 2,500 cubie coins per blueprint. Okay, let's keep going. Ah, there we are. It's time to talk about the next event, which is obviously the Chinese New Year event, the most notorious event of the year. And it's the year of the dragon this year. So let's take a deeper look. First of all, what type of event is Chinese New Year, right? And let's compare them to the previous events we had in the Cubieverse. Halloween was a multiplayer event. And the key to victory for Halloween was to hunt in groups. Hunting in groups increases your chances to spawn more cauldrons. More cauldrons means higher success rate in the Halloween quest. Okay. Christmas was also a multiplayer event, but slightly different. There, it wasn't really about group hunting, it was more about group planning. Where are you going to put your trees together? Are you going to plant a Christmas forest? How do you organize it, etc.? So group planning there is the key to victory. Chinese New Year is very, very different. This is a solo event, meaning group hunting or group planning has no effect on your chances. It doesn't increase your chances to finish the event. The only thing that will increase your chances to get to succeed and complete this event is getting lucky. That's it.
Pure grind, pure RNG.
Yeah.
So good luck, everybody.
That's all we can say. It's good luck. Some people will be lucky and will have everything quickly. Other people will never see the new epic drop. That's just how it goes every year. So let's see where the dice falls for everybody. Let's take a deeper look here. Okay, so the Chinese New Year event will start February 10, which is very soon, and will run for 7 days until February 17. It will feature 4 new cubie blueprints. We have 2 new commons, 1 new rare, 1 new epic. We have a new Chinese New Year HQ skin. We have 2 new digital art pieces, and we also have a new type of quest chain block we are featuring in this event. Let's take a look at the cubies, right? That's what everybody wants to see. So we have 2 new common cubies. Last year, we had to skip Chinese New Year event because we were busy working on something else. And so we skipped the year of the rabbit. So we are going to have 1 common rabbit cubie. This year is year of the dragon. So the 2 new common cubies for this year are a rabbit cubie and a baby dragon cubie. Of course, we didn't want to have like a super fully fledged, super epic dragon as a common. So we ended up with the cutest cubie we ever did, which is the baby dragon cubie. Both of these are fairly easy to get, so don't worry about that. Let's take a look at the new rare. The new rare cubie for this year's Chinese New Year event will be the lantern cubie. This one is going to look really cool. We have a couple of surprises with this guy. You'll see once somebody prints it. And then, of course, we also have a new epic cubie that I do not want to spoil it just yet. The only thing I can say about this, it's the dragon. That's it. I'm not going to say anything more. Okay, what else? Okay, how is the event going to work? All the common resources plus the rabbit blueprint and the baby dragon blueprint will drop from white vaults, white system vaults or white user vaults. All the rare resources plus the lantern cubie blueprint will drop from the blue vaults, both system and user vaults. And all the epic resources plus the epic cubie blueprint will drop from lantern checks. And lantern checks, what are lantern checks? As soon as the event starts, all trade checks will be replaced with lantern checks. Lantern checks will respawn every 24 hours at noon UTC. They will always drop epic Chinese New Year resources, and they have a low chance to drop a bonus box. And the bonus box will drop resources plus blueprints from past Chinese New Year events, but only if you never had those blueprints. If you already had them in your inventory before, you can't get them again. But for new players, finding a lantern check is a very good thing to do. You have a good, solid chance you'll walk away with new blueprints from it.
Not the prior year's epics.
Yeah, only the common and the rares, not the epics. So no dragons from the lantern checks. And of course, oh no, actually, dragons from the lantern check. Yes.
Yeah, only the new dragon from the
Yeah,
lantern.
only the new dragon. But the new dragon, the new epic that can drop from the lantern check is a very low drop rate. So good luck, everybody. Then what else? Oh, we also have a new question block, which is a lot, which is this. In the wheel, and you get one of the parts on the wheel. Could be 2000 yellow paint, could also be 2000 chromatic paint. So hey, Chinese New Year is all about luck, so we added even more RNG in the question.
So
Oh,
anyway, you guys got the idea. It'll spin, and yeah, you get random pink. So good luck, everybody.
and that's it for today. The next Hunter's Lodge is going to be about a month from now, Sunday, February 25th, 11 a.m. PST. So I am hoping to see everybody there. We will have some whole bunch of new stuff to announce by then. Oh, what's going on here? Sorry. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. Let's do a cubie battle and let's do it right now. Here's what you need to do. Right now, open the game, equip one of these four cubies. Okay. As soon as you've done that, you already won 100 chromatic paint. No matter. Right. You just have one of those four equipped right now, 100 chromatic paint, guaranteed. However, after the Q&A, we are going to spin the wheel, and whatever cube it lands on, let's say it lands on the green ooze, everybody who was wearing green ooze will get 500 chromatic paint. And we're going to do that right after the Q&A. So don't forget to equip one of these four cubies. They should, I mean, they were all commons, so they should be pretty easy. Oh wait, when it was Freckled Zelda a rare? I think she might have been a rare. Okay, well, that's all good. So let's start with the Q&A. So we'll give you guys 10 minutes to send in answers, questions. And in about 10, 15 minutes, we'll be back here and answer your questions. Okay, see you soon. Hello, hello, hello. We are back.
Welcome back, all hunters, cubies, ladies and gentlemen. Just a reminder and a clarifier. We will be taking the snapshot for the QB battle after this Q&A ends. Okay, well, there will be a time that we'll say, and so you still have time to equip one of the four QBs for the QB battle. Leave it on until we say that we're done the snapshot. Okay. And we'll go to our first question from Kata. What will GUVs do during the CNY event?
Green, green, yellow, and red will act just like normal.
Okay, thank you. And we have a question from Squeamy. Are common randomizers still capped at 100,000 total supply?
Yes, they are. So what we did is we just took a little bit out of the remaining supply and distributed it in each of the country shops. So we'll keep doing replenishing the country shops until we run out of the total 100,000 for each.
Okay, thank you. And from IDFK, does the rarity or level of the QB staffing a sushi structure affect the drop rate?
Yes,
That's all we're going to get, guys.
very, very, yeah. Not a
Our
lot,
next
but it does affect it.
Our next question is from Bob. Some cranes are still sitting on very few pucks. Is there any plan to increase the limit of pucks allowed to be dropped for older cranes?
Your limit of 10 pucks is only per crane, so you can fill us unlimited cranes. So I think he misunderstood that.
No, I think his question is I can only put 10 pucks in any particular crane. Can
Mhm.
I put more?
No,
No, no, no, 10. 10 is the maximum.
yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
not changing that.
Our next question is from Topher123. Why aren't green user vaults being used in the events anymore?
They are. We use them in Halloween, so it's just going to depend on the type of event. In Halloween, green user vaults were very important with the Witch Quest, and in future events, green user vaults will also uh, have a role in some events. And also keep in mind is we're also working on just random quests that can spawn on green user vaults outside of events, so that's coming as well.
Thank you.
I think
And
the
our
reason we keep it like this, where we don't always shift or we don't always like add certain structures in, is because people still want to get chromatic paint. So there's reasons to keep the green vaults and the yellow vaults and the red vaults, doing regular things during certain kinds of events. I
Yep.
think people might get angry if we're always modifying the green vaults.
Thank you. Our next question is from Chris P. Now that 33 new yellow vaults will be added, will players who have dropped their max amount of resin in existing yellow vaults now be able to drop additional resin in the new yellow vaults? I believe we just answered this question, and the answer is yes, Chris P. Our next question is from Corkio. Is there a plan to upload tags from OpenStreetMap so that we can make sure our local sushi restaurants are tagged properly?
Yeah, so as you have noticed, we have a regular cadence of syncing up with OpenStreetMap. So knowing that the sushi restaurants are coming soon, it might be a good idea to go check your sushi restaurants in your local area and see if they're tagged correctly. If they're not, you still have time to adjust the tag, and hopefully by the next time we do a sync, it will be reflected in the game.
Okay, thank you. And our next question is from Amphi2K. How many new resources are being added for Chinese New Year?
3.
Thank you. Our next question is from Marcelo. I need to equip one of the four QBs to win the paint. Yes, Marcelo, you do need to equip one of the four QBs. Please do it now. Keep that QB on until we tell you that we have taken the snapshot. Our next question is from Alan Kill. Will the sneaky seal go back into the shop so that we can staff a sushi restaurant, as that is the only one you can actually get without actually already having a sushi restaurant?
Yes.
Wait, yes, the sneaky seal's coming back in the shop?
Yes.
Wow! Awesome. Okay, next question. From Lionheart. Love the contest live during the show. Could you please give a countdown timer next Hunter's Lodge so that we can equip it on time? Lionheart, you still have time to equip it. Please equip your QB and keep it on until our snapshot. Atrocities says, will the new Chinese New Year epic blueprint only drop from the trade shacks?
Yes, it will only drop from the trade checks.
Thank you. From Jybone, since almost any sushi restaurant we have near us is not a big chain, what happens if after we've placed the sushi restaurant structure, the restaurant closes? Is there any type of transfer possible?
In this case, Cubieverse will be slightly different than the real world. In fact, Cubieverse will be better than the real world because in the Cubieverse there will be a sushi restaurant there, and in the real world there wouldn't be.
Ooh, okay. Our next question is from Esposi2. Will blue user vaults also drop chromatic paint or just blue system vaults?
Uh, both.
Both. Okay, thank you. Um, Hope Burns says, can we expect more events like Freckled Zelda and Mystery Science Theater? They were fun and refreshing to have something to break up the time between big events.
Yes.
I think that's all we're gonna get, guys, unless
Yes.
We're going to be doing a lot. There's going to be a lot of the smaller events. And yeah, that, I guess,
We have some cooking in the pipeline.
yeah,
So
we can't tell you what they are, but they will be coming up.
that's fantastic. Our next question is again from Alan Kill. Can I switch from email to Google login?
no, if you already made your account, you are stuck with the account creation. So everybody up until this point has the email login because you already made your account. This new system only is only for new players signing up.
Okay, thank you. And that also addresses OK Bloomer's question, which was the same question. Our next question is from, wow, Mr. Bill Gates himself. Can we get a refund for partially built CETs? I've built a blue user vault on a bank tag, but I don't want it there if it can't be a CET.
Yeah, so contact support in-game ticket and they will sort you out.
Okay, there you go, Mr. Bill Gates. From Feed Goats 2000, any love for those GUV owners since chromatic paint will be dropping from blues as well now? I think she feels nerfed now
Oh,
that.
I,
come on, people.
yeah,
Let's
I
take a
don't.
look here.
Yeah,
First of all,
I don't think they're going to feel nerfed. Don't worry about it.
let's just take a look at green vaults, right? First of all, they drop way more chromatic paint than blue vaults, right? Then you have a chance to get the chromatic cubie blueprint from green vaults, right? And during certain events like Halloween, they will do something special, and that's not going to change in the future. We will have other events where green vaults will be as important as lantern shacks will be in Chinese New Year. So green vaults definitely are doing just fine.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is from Nichez HD. Why not drop previous Epic blueprints from the Lantern Shack on a lower probability than this year's Epic? It would give newer players a chance to catch up to some of the more experienced players.
That's what we're doing, except it's only for the common and the rare, not the epics. The epics do not return.
Yeah, that's kind of been something we've done in the game forever now.
Yeah,
So
epic
even
blueprints are limited edition. That's how it works.
Thank you. Our next question is from Kevo. I have a white user vault on a Japanese restaurant tag. Do I have to go to OpenStreetMaps to change it to a sushi tag to build the restaurant? It is actually a sushi restaurant, but it's
Yeah,
tagged as Japanese.
so if you look at the tag right now, and if the tag does not say sushi right now in the game, you will not be able to put the sushi restaurant there. If you want to fix that, do it quickly. So it gets rolled into the next sync we do with OpenStreetMaps, and then once it shows up as a sushi tag in the game, then you can build your sushi restaurant on top of it.
Okay, our next question is from DZ from the Berg. Is there a way we can search where sushi tags are placed, whether in or out of the game?
Hmm, Google Maps search for sushi restaurants near me. I don't know.
yeah, I think that's the answer. Is if you go to if you just look at Google Maps or if you go into OpenStreetMaps, you can see what sushi rush or what sushi tags are near you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be the best way to do it. I think I can't think of another way to do it.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is from Bearded Ant Hunter on behalf of an El Salvador player. Will El Salvador get any new yellow vaults?
Now, El Salvador needs to grow a little bit more before we go add some more vaults. I think, given the player density we have there, they have an adequate amount of yellow vaults there. So not right now, but of course, as soon as they start growing, we will add more. No problem.
Okay. And our last question is from Gruntled. Will Cubieverse be getting a notification system? In Coin Hunt World, we used to get notifications for stuff like BQs and print completions, but there's no option in CV.
Yes, we didn't have that in CV, but we will next week. So yes.
Okay, new feature next week. And
Yep.
that's the last of our questions. Last chance, everyone, to equip one of the four cubies because we are about to go to our spin.
Yes, okay. So equip one of the four cubies. Let me quickly go back here. So one of these.
Yep. I got Mrs. Santa, so that's
Oh,
who I'm.
ho, I didn't do any. Hold on, I need to pick something.
Okay, so you still have time, everyone, because Illusion Weaver is going to be the one to write down what time he's going to have the dev snapshot from.
Okay.
My Tom
Um,
Servo is in a print shop that I forgot about, so
Oh
I
no!
need to go get him. But I have Mrs. Santa.
Oh no! You abandoned your Tom
um,
Servo?
but
It was really bad planning.
okay. I picked one. What do you think I picked,
Okay.
Leppy?
I guess you picked Freckled Zelda.
I think it's a slime. I think we did the slime dude guy, whatever.
I get bad memories about Freckled Zelda. I picked
uh,
Tom. I picked Tom Servo. Okay.
okay.
Yep. So snapshot is done.
Okay. Snapshot time has been taken, and if you'll switch to our spin the wheel screen.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on, Tom Servo. Bleepity bleep. Yes. Yes. No.
Hey,
Almost.
Green News Equippers, you
The
have won.
green
So
ooze.
you
Who
will
would have
win
thought?
500 chromatic paints. Everyone else who equipped one of the four cubies that did not win will get 100 chromatic paints. This will be delivered probably, I would guess, tomorrow or later.
Excellent. Let us know if you like these QB battles inside the Hunters Lodges. If you guys like it, we can keep doing those. I liked it a lot. It was fun. So that's it for Hunters Lodge 14. Don't worry, number 15 is coming in a couple of weeks. So you will start to see a regular cadence of new features being added to the game and together with a bunch of bug fixes. So we'll see you in less than 1 month or 1 month, I think. That's it for today. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Bye.